Right. Right. There you go, Brooklyn. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm Coach Todd.
I'm Coach Cole.
And you're back for another virtual workout. If this is your first time, welcome. If this is not your first time, welcome back. We're going to be hopping into about a 45-minute workout. We're going to be using one piece of equipment. Coach Cole's going to be using a dumbbell. I'm going to be using a kettlebell. If you don't have either of those, you might be able to find an odd object at home that you can use. One quick thing before we hop into it, you're going to notice that neither of us are wearing masks, and we're only doing it for the purpose of this video. I guarantee you, every time that we're working out indoors, we're wearing masks, and you should as well. Staying safe is a team sport. With that being said, we're going to hop right in with a warm-up, and Coach Cole is going to dive in.
Fantastic. First thing we're going to do today, let's get the arms moving a little bit. We get 10 arm circles. We'll go forward first. Nice and big. Your shoulders cracking a little bit. Switch directions after 10. Reverse it up. Just hit 10 big arm circles. I want us to hit 10 nice and small arm circles. We'll stick our arms in a nice T. We're just going to go forward, nice and small. Thumbs up. Same 10. Switch it up and go backwards. Once you finish that, we'll take a nice big step forward, back knee goes to the floor. We'll twist up that torso left and right, we'll push through that flat front foot, come right back up. So lunge and a twist, 5 each side. Nice 10 total. Once we finish 10, we'll go hands on the floor. We're going to walk them out nice and slow until we reach a nice high plank position from your toes or your knees. We'll hit one push up and we'll walk it back into the hands. Roll that spine up, right back down to the floor. Get 5 in, 5 in squirms. Warming up that low back and the arms and the chest. I think I want to. This is one. Perfect. Stretch out those hamstrings a little bit more today. We're just going to bring our right arm up in front. Left leg is going to kick up. Left toes to the right hand. We'll hit opposite leg, opposite hand. 10 total. 5 high kicks each side. And with a nice quick 40 jumping jacks to finish off, get the heart moving just a little bit. Some blood pumping, feet out, feet in. We all know jumping jacks. About halfway there, 40 reps. Almost there. And sweet. If any of us need to grab that weight, dumbbell, kettlebell, whatever we're going to get moving today, take like 30 seconds to do that. Then Todd and I will talk. Get a bit of a strength portion in here in just a second. 40 jumping jacks. That's a number.
Did you really do 40?
I think I did.
I did 40.
I think I did.
So you probably did maybe a couple more. Cole doesn't always like to count.
When I talk and then
Nice to wing it.
at the same time, I lose count.
It's a lot of things you manage in your head, I agree.
All right, crew. 10-minute EMOM is what we're going to work with today. 10 minutes. We're gonna work, minute 1 is gonna be on our right arm, minute left. Minute 2 is gonna be on our left arm. We can call it minute right and minute left, I'm cool with that. That means on 5 rounds of 2 movements. So, I'll actually have Todd demo for me. Todd's gonna grab on his kettlebell. Make sure his feet are nice and wide, for your legs to squat. We're gonna start with 6 hang snatches. We'll have him show us a couple of those. Good. And make sure that arm is locked out overhead at the top, and he's pulling that kettlebell nice up and close. After his 6th hang snatch, he's gonna lock that weight out in that same arm right overhead. He's gonna take a nice big step back. Back knees hits the floor. Notice how his front shin is nice and vertical. He's not short stepping that lunge. Take another step back in. Move the other foot back. That's 2 lunges. He owes us 6. Cool. Once he finishes those, he can drop it. He has the rest of the minute, the remaining time, to rest and hang out. Then minute 2 is going to come along, or a minute left. Cool. With the other arm, same 6 and 6. We'll all start with 6. I'll start with 6. If anyone's feeling awesome today, you can bump it up to 7 or 8. If you need to scale it down a little bit, you can probably hit a 5. Cool. Depends what weights we've got going, and things like that. So, take about a minute, get a clock going, and we'll get some snatches and lunges going on Wednesday. Happy hump day.
So again, we got a 10-minute EMOM, every minute on the minute, starting in just a few seconds here. First side we're starting with is the right side, 6 snatches, going into straight, 6 overhead lunges, 3 per side. We got set number 1 coming up in just about 10 seconds here.
I'm going to start with my right arm. Just know what arm you start with. I like to start with the right every time, just so I don't forget. 3, 2, 1. There we go. And we're in for the day. Nice and locked out.
Big step back. All right, it was just about 30 seconds for us. 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. When we go back into this next round, about 20 seconds, and when you're doing those snatches, either with the dumbbell or with the kettlebell, try to think about keeping your arm glued to your stomach as long as possible, and then going into the movement, and not just having it hover out in front of you while you're trying to do the movement. We're going back in, left side. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, left side, 6 and 6. Good, again. Takes about 25, 30 seconds. When you're doing these lunges, you want to take that nice big step back. If you take a shallow step back, you're going to see that I don't have that vertical shin, but instead that my knee's forward, and I've shifted the weight from the heel of my foot to the toes, which is what I don't want to do for this movement. I want to keep it driving through the heel. We got 10 seconds, and you're heading back to that original side on the right hand. 3, 2, 1, here we go.
I'm feeling pretty solid today, so I'm going to stick with 6 and 6. If anyone's feeling awesome, bump that number up. If you move that number around a little bit, to keep it even on both arms. Probably not the smartest idea to do 8 on the right, or only 6 on the left. Things nice and balanced.
So you're feeling salty?
Solid.
Solid, okay.
Not really salty today.
So since we're doing unilateral work, one side at a time, you're going to notice that one side feels stronger than the other. Coach's cool point just now is that if one side feels stronger, you don't want to do extra reps on that one side. because you have an imbalance, and all that's going to do is exacerbate the imbalance that you already have. Left side's coming up in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, here we go, left side. When I graduated college, I moved to Maine and worked as a deckhand on a sailboat. And that's the first time I heard the term salty individual. Thought it was the coolest term I'd ever heard.
If I was feeling salty, should I do more or less reps?
That's the question. It depends. If the saltiness makes you angry, you probably have energy to do more.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right, we're back at it in 5, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. That halfway? I think that's halfway.
Feels like it.
Ten seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we're up. Left arm. Same number of reps now. Move that rep scheme around earlier. That's cool. Try and stick to those reps you chose for round 2 for the rest of these 10 minutes. Try not to be salty about it.
All right, we got 2 more times coming up. 2 more times coming up on each arm. Back at it in less than 10 seconds here. Back to your right. Back in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good, we're back at it in 30 seconds. Just to finish the thought from earlier about our lunges, when we have our knees stacked over our ankles, what we want to be doing for those lunges, we're going to be using more of our hamstrings and glutes, so our posterior chain here. When we let it shift forward, and your knee is over your toes, it's going to change it to more of a quad dominant movement, which isn't the end of the world, but we wrote this because we want to be working that back muscle group, so we're going to try to stay true to it. We're back in 3, 2, 1, here we go.
We're getting there.
Yep, 30 seconds to go. Last round's coming up. Last time through. So we got each side to go. We'll take a break. We'll reset. We'll talk about what the next format is, all those movements we'll demonstrate for you. Then we'll hop back into the second part of our conditioning piece for the day. Back to the right side for the last time. 3, 2, 1, here we go. All right, 30 seconds, then we're on our left side. Then we got through the first 10 minutes here. Hopefully you're feeling as warm as I am. Sweat's kicking in. School's a warrior, he doesn't sweat.
Not true, I sweat. It's also salty.
10 seconds left side. Last time before our snatches and our lunges. Back in 5, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Nice work. You have 30 seconds to go. If you're still working, you got time. Finish it up, finish nice and strong. If you are done, you can go ahead and grab a drink of water. Probably have a minute or so. All right, the minute's up in 3, 2, 1. So we're done either way right now. Nice work.
Pretty solid, yeah, 10 minutes.
Nice start, I'm loving it. Got some single arm work in, some single leg work in. What we got coming up next, we're still gonna be on a clock. It's just gonna be a little different. So we have 4 different movements coming up. We're gonna talk about each 4 movements in a second. We're gonna do each movement for 60 seconds. Movement 1 for 60 seconds, movement 2 for 60 seconds. For each movement, the last station will be our minute of rest. So you'll have some rest before we go back in. When we start our next round, every round is gonna be 50 seconds. We'll go through it, 50 seconds of rest. We'll go, then we have rounds of 40 seconds. Going through it, then 40 seconds of rest. Once we get to the 40, we're gonna do the 40 seconds twice. And then we'll get down to 30 seconds, we'll do the 30 seconds twice. I know that might have been a lot. All you need to do is follow us and stick with us, but I just wanted to give you an overview of what it was. We have 4 movements that we need to talk about. I'm going to demonstrate, and Coach Cole is going to have me step by step go through.
Fantastic. First movement, just air squats, very clean, very simple. Todd's going to make sure his feet are where he likes to squat. His toes are probably pointed out a little bit. He's just going to hit below parallel or half parallel, whatever the bottom of his squat is, up and down. Nice and smooth for 60 seconds for that first round. 60 seconds, pretty big number, so I wouldn't do these the fastest air squats ever, but make sure we're moving nice and steady.
30 is a nice number to go for.
Yeah,
one every 2 seconds.
Second movement, he's going to hit 7 cleans on his right arm, then 7 cleans on his left arm, alternating right to left with sets of 7 for that whole time. So just like that hang snatch, he's going to swing that kettlebell right through his legs. He's going to pull it up to his that nice front rack position for this movement instead of overhead. Once he hits 7 on the right, he'll switch hands, and he'll get 7 on the left. Probably maybe twice through 7 and 7 in that 60 seconds if we can hang on. Cool, once you hit 7, switch arms. Next 60-second window is our third movement. He's going to keep that kettlebell in that front rack position. He's going to dip the knees nice and slightly, keeping a nice tall torso what he does, and push his legs up, drive that KB right overhead. Nice and locked out, right by the ear. Same 7 and 7, so once he finishes 7, he's going to hit that left arm for 7. Try not to put that kettlebell down for that whole 60-second window. That'll be a very solid goal for me today. Cool, I'll let him finish out these last couple reps, get some extra work in. Once he finishes that, he's going to hit the floor. Make sure you have some space for his ski jumps. He's going to hop pretty far to the right, tap his right foot with his left hand, left foot with his right hand. He's going side to side, trying to stay moving for 60 because he gets to rest for a whole minute after he finishes this movement. We'll group 4 movements. We'll do them with you. Lots of time seems coming at us, like Todd said. So don't worry, you won't get lost. I know Todd said I was bad at counting earlier, but I can count for you. I promise I won't let you guys get lost today.
Point of clarification. I didn't say he was bad at counting. I said he doesn't count a lot. I'm sure when you choose to do it, you're wonderful at
That's fair.
adding reps. Okay, so we got a 60-second clock coming up. The order that we talked about the movements is the order we're going to be going in. That means first 60 seconds will be air squats, going into the cleans, going into the push press, going into the ski jumps. So you got 60 seconds of air squats coming up. We're going to be going in 30 seconds. At some point throughout this, I think Brooklyn's going to wake up and get very excited. I think it's the ski jumps that'll make her excited, so we'll see if it's true or not.
10 seconds.
All right, air squats first. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So again, if you do one every 2 seconds, you're going to get 30 in the course of a minute. Air squats are a pretty simple movement. There's a lot of things you want to be thinking about. You want to be making sure that your feet are shoulder width. So when you're standing up normally, they're usually about hip width. So you want each foot to be out a little bit wider. Coach Cole touched on this earlier. Instead of having your toes pointing forward, you want to think about having them turned out 15, 20 degrees. And then ideally, you have the mobility to go down below parallel. When we use that term, what we mean is that the crease of my hip is down below the crease of my knee. So ideally, you can go that way, but also keep your back neutral during the process. We'll talk more about this in a second. We're now moving into the cleans. So you got your dumbbell or your kettlebell, and we're doing 7 per side. Alternating after every 7, trying to see if you can keep working for the entire 60 seconds. Halfway through, 30 seconds in, 30 seconds to go.
My goal for today is to not put this dumbbell down once I switch from these cleans to the push press coming up. See if I can hang on through both of these weighted movements.
Okay, last 10 seconds. And then we're going into the push press. 3, 2, 1. 7 per side. Switching sides. Okay, halfway through. 30 seconds in, 30 seconds to go.
Hanging on.
Last 15.
Four, 3, 2, and fantastic. Your humps to finish.
Here we go, ski jumps.
If, like me, you lose your balance for a quick second, that's fine. Regroup. Keep it moving. Halfway. 15 seconds. Hang on to that breath. Have to rest right after this. 3, 2, last one. And good.
All right, 60 seconds of rest. Nice job, everybody. Nice job. 4 minutes straight.
Nice job. 45 off.
All right, those are your longest rounds. We're now going to be heading in to 50-second rounds. Same order, same movement. We're going back in 30 seconds or so. Got to catch my breath as well. "20 seconds, we're heading back into air squats. All right, we're going back in 10 seconds. Heading back in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, air squats. So the last thing I was saying last round was that for the air squats, we want to try to break parallel. But what we don't want to happen is for us to sacrifice form while doing that. And what I mean by that is if when I'm doing these air squats, I focus on keeping my core tight the whole time, then I'm going to keep a neutral back no matter how low I go. But if I don't focus on keeping my core engaged, then what can happen is when I get to the bottom of the squat, you're going to notice here, I have this rounding of the back. And that's what we want not to happen. So if I keep my core tight, 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 we're going to prevent that. There you go. That was 50 seconds. We're now going into our cleans. 7 per side still.
This is probably going to be the toughest round to hang on to today. Try and keep that kettlebell or that dumbbell, whatever else you hang on to moving.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Not
what am I
yet.
doing? Still 10 seconds, don't look at me. Look at
Got
Todd.
super excited about those push presses. We're gonna go to pushes in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Push press. Halfway there. So while you're going through these last 20 seconds, when you get that dumbbell or that kettlebell overhead, try to think of being aware of your elbow position, and you want to try to have your elbow facing forward when you're locked out overhead, as opposed to having your elbow turned to the side. We're switching in 3, 2, 1, heading into ski jumps. There he is. Just took the second round. Hi, Brooklyn. This sounded like the easiest movement.
Oh, this is by far the hardest one for me.
And this is definitely the hardest move as well. Okay, about 15 seconds. 10
What are you
seconds.
targeting?
Finishing at 5, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. All right, we got through the 60, we got through the 50, 45 seconds. We're heading into our rounds of 40. Gets a little bit easier here. The 40-second rounds. "30 seconds, we're back at it. Brooklyn really wants to hop in.
You take my spot one of these days.
I'm gonna have to teach her burpees. That'd be a great party trick.
Hold, 10 seconds, here we go. Ready?
All right, back to air squats. Less than 10. Right, 40 seconds. Coming up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Back to our air squats. Nice tight stomach. Keep that back nice and neutral. You got 20 seconds to go. If you've been hanging in here this whole time and you haven't taken any breaks outside of the ones that we go in, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. 5 seconds, we switch. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, back to our cleans. 7 per side. Good, 20 seconds to go, you're halfway. Ten seconds, going into push press. Switching in 3, 2, 1, push press. 7 per side. Twenty seconds to go, halfway. Got about 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. All right. Best part. Here it comes. Twenty seconds, halfway. Hang it. Stay moving. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Oh yeah. Whew. Another round of 40. Coming at us, we're ready. 20 seconds to breathe. Couple big breaths in, couple big breaths out.
This might have got us. Went for 30 seconds rest. We'll see.
Here we go.
Going back. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Last time for the 40-second interval. We get through this. We got 2 30s, and then you're gonna have mid. Nice workout midweek. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. Clean's coming up. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 40 seconds clean. Still 7 per side. Halfway there, 20 seconds in, 20 to go. Last 10 seconds. Okay, switching in 3, 2, 1, there we go, first rest. Here we go, halfway. Last 10 seconds. Then our ski jumps. All right, here we go.
We're on it.
40 seconds.
Last one. Come on.
Halfway. Last 10 seconds. Rest in 3, 2, 1. All right. Nice work. We got 30-second rounds left. 2 times through, and you're gonna nail it.
30 is way better than 60.
Way better than 60. It's also noticeably better than 40.
Yeah.
You're gonna find that even you're a little tired, you're a little sweaty, you can push a little bit harder. And we're gonna try here. 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 30 seconds of air squats. Nice tight stomach. Keeping your heels flat on the ground. Trying to make great parallel, if that's in your ability. Halfway. See, this is going fast. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Cleans in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 30 seconds of clean. Pretty much each per side. Halfway. See, it goes fast. If we would have started with 30 seconds, it would seem like a long time. Okay, we're switching in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, push press.
Hanging on.
Halfway. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, ski jumps.
Oh, 30. Ready to move. Yeah.
Ten seconds. And rest. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Woo! 30 seconds of rest.
Brooklyn's excited. Give me one more round. Right, honey?
All right, you know how fast those 30 seconds round go now. Pretty fast. And there's nothing after this. This is your last part of the workout. So you got about 10 seconds. Let's hit everyone hard. Air squats, cleans, push press, ski jumps. Let's end it nice and strong. We're going back in last time in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Halfway. Last 15 for squats. Last 10. Finishing in 5. Cleans in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Last 30 seconds for our cleans. Someone's ready for it over too. How about you, Brooklyn? Hey. Thank you. 15 seconds, halfway. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, push press. All right, 15 seconds. Finishing 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Last 30.
Last 30 seconds of work here. Let's end this strong. Let's do it. $15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Yes, girl. Jump around a bit. You want to jump around a bit? Hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Nice job, everybody. Way to work. I hope. Stay over here. I hope that was a nice workout for you here on this Wednesday. Hopefully we'll see you back on Friday. We have workouts on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Right now at 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. Until next time, we'll see you later. Take care. I'm Brooklyn. Here, give me.